In this video, I'm going to show you how to get a full refund for any games you may have purchased on the PlayStation Store, and this works for the PS5 and PS4. So the first thing you're going to want to do is go onto your computer. You can technically do this on your PS5, but it'd take way too long in my opinion. So go to Google, type in PlayStation Store refund, and select the first link at the top. Now, depending on what you've purchased, the process is going to be a little bit different with different rules. For example, if you're trying to get a refund for a game or an add-on, let's go through the process. So after purchasing this type of content through PlayStation Store, you have 14 days from purchase to request a full refund. If you have started to download or stream the purchased content, you will not be eligible for a refund unless the content is faulty. To request a full refund, select here. You'll receive a refund to the original payment method where possible. So, if you've streamed the game or downloaded the game that you've purchased, according to PlayStation's terms, you can't get a refund. Now, I feel like they'd be a little bit flexible if someone were to have stolen your credit card or something along those lines, but those are the rules written out here. Now, when it comes to something like subscriptions, let's go right here. A subscription includes any purchase of a service with recurring fees from the PlayStation Store, such as PlayStation Plus. So after you purchase the subscription, you have 14 days to request a refund. However, we may reduce your refund amount based on how much you've actually used the service. So for example, if a player buys a PlayStation Plus 12-month membership and then you request a refund 7 days after your purchase, the refund amount may be reduced to reflect any use of your subscription, such as playing online, downloading monthly games, etc. So there is a little bit of an asterisk here which states, this is based on the agreement and acknowledgement you made at the time of purchasing your subscription. Now there's one more type, and that is pre-orders. What can you do here? This essentially refers to any purchase of digital content made from PlayStation Store before the content release dates. And there's two different types of pre-orders. Pre-orders that were purchased which were made 14 days before the release date. And for this type of pre-order purchase, you can request a refund at any time up until the release date of the content. So if a new day is coming out or new game is coming out and you pre-order it 3 weeks in advance of its release, you should be able to get a refund at any time up until the release date. However, if you purchase a game that is 14 days before its release date, this is a little bit different. You can request a refund up to 14 days after the date of purchase. So, let's say a game comes out that you want to get that comes out in a week, so you pre-order it. You have 14 days at the start of the date you pre-ordered it to get that refund. So it's a little bit different from this first option here. Now, when it comes to actually requesting the refund, you could click on this link right here. It's across all three of these. However, I highly recommend you just go to Online Assistant. Now, what you're going to want to do is have your first name and last name ready, and make sure you're using the information from which the credit card you use, for example, to purchase something. You want it to be that person's name and last name, and go to start chatting, or else they won't really help you once you get to talk to someone. So you're gonna have to wait just a second here for this to load. Now we're talking with the PlayStation Online Assistant chat box. So what we're going to be doing here is reading this. Are you the owner of the PlayStation Network account that was charged? That is why I told you right before to put in the correct information. So we're gonna say yes, and it's gonna respond to us in a second. What type of refund are you looking for? Returning a game or add-on, cancel pre-order, cancel my subscription, or unauthorized charge if someone were to have stolen your credit card, for example. But in this case, I'm gonna go to return a game or add-on. Of course, just take the prompt that you need in this case. It's okay. Can you provide any more information? It's not working properly, I've changed my mind, unhappy with the content, etc., etc. I'm just gonna go to it's not working properly, and we'll see what they say here. We'll give this a second to load. I'm sorry about that. Let me transfer you to an agent for further assistance. Have your PlayStation sign-in ID ready, as well as your email, your address. You may need credit card information as well in order to speak with the agent and give them the correct information they need in order to help you. Now, depending on the prompt you pick, it might give you a little bit of different options, but overall, that's the gist of it. Now I'm going to show you an example of when you have essentially broken the terms that you agreed to. So here's an example. I said I was unhappy with the content, and they asked me, have you already streamed or downloaded the content? And I said yes. So they said, I'm sorry, as outlined in our store cancellation policy, your purchase isn't eligible for a refund unless it's faulty. Now, I feel like there's always going to be exceptions to the rule. I don't feel like there's any harm in following up with them and seeing what they have to say. If this video was helpful, be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.